Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle and I'm here to do a reading, a love reading for Pisces. Wherever you have Pisces in your chart, we all have it somewhere. So there could be something in here for you. That's my intention. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. And also I'm going to start with my angelic messenger cards, and I'm going to be looking at you and your person. So please remember that roles can be reversed. Uh, apply it as it fits. I'm just tapping into the energy, so it could go either way. Um, yeah, apply it as it fits. You know your story best. So let's just dive in. On your side, we have wholeness. On your person's side, we have abundance. Okay, good. So I want to start out I'm going to use the Light Seers deck. Oops. And I want to get a general idea of what's going on here for you on your side. We've got the Six of Swords and the Five of Swords. You're moving away from some conflict with somebody who maybe they were being deceptive, telling you lies, manipulating you in some way, and you're moving away from this. You're tired of the headache. It could be the person you've been dealing with, but it could be something else in your life where you're finally done. You're focused on becoming whole, becoming more of who you are, owning and embodying more of who you are. Maybe you've been giving your power away to somebody. Um, there's this character in the background with their arms up. Maybe you've been dealing with someone who's kind of celebrating that they got one over on you, but you have friends. You have somebody telling you what's happening in the behind the scenes or in the background, and they're like, "Here, let us help you. Let us help take you to calmer water. Get you out of this conflict, this situation that is causing you, quite the headache." So the generally speaking, what's going on with your person? We have strength, Leo energy, and temperance, Sagittarian energy. So of course, they could have Leo and or Sag in their chart. Don't have to. It's about this person is having to be strong because they're being forced to wait. There's some kind of they're being forced to be patient. We humans don't generally like being patient. It does take strength when we know what we want or who we want, and we can't have it. And it's just like, all right, they're biding their time. I have a feeling, and of course I'll clarify. Um, but it seems to me like they have their eye on you, and maybe they have for a while. And you're you're over on your side, kind of just getting out of whatever you've been dealing with. Maybe they're the friend who's been talking to you, who's been helping you. Um, they feel, well, here, I'm just going to stop there. I'm going to go to a different deck. I want to ask what What do you think of this person? What comes to mind when you think of this person? Chariot, Cancerian energy, and Eight of Swords. Huh. I don't know. Maybe I spoke too soon. This person is causing you, well, let's see. This is what you think of when you think of this person. So this person they either they are so determined to create some kind of victory for themselves that it's causing them a tremendous amount of anxiety. Could also be where there's there's some kind of, you see them overcoming their anxiety. Maybe they're having financial issues or feeling lack in some area of their life, and they're having to be patient. And you see them going through this struggle, but it's hard for them. It could also be where they're so focused on getting their victory and getting their success that it's causing you some kind of anxiety. Especially if this person is the one who is being deceitful to you and you see them being successful, and you could be like, "Well, that's not fair. They caused me a huge headache. That's not fair." So, I don't know. Let's see. What did they think about you? King of Wands. Very determined, very inspired. Knight of Pentacles. They see you as somebody who has a lot of integrity. You're both inspired and passionate about moving forward. You only move towards what's a hell yes for you. Anything less and you pretty much ignore it. Eh, But you're very practical in creating that reality. You are willing to put in the effort. You're willing to go very slowly because you don't want to make a false turn or a false step. You're this they see, okay, so this is interesting. So this this being is looking into, yeah, I don't know, crystal ball or something, and there's a female tree figure here. So it could be where this can also, because this is what they think about you, but they could think that you are pretty amazing in who you are. Maybe they feel protective of you. And want to slowly move forward with you. Yeah, it can go different ways here because it's like, or maybe you are kind of a protector or a protectress for this person. But it's a very slow moving energy. The Knight of Pentacles to me is often the slow burn. No matter what, some they think you are amazing. You think they're amazing. Something like this. Like there's, maybe that's why there's anxiety here, how they think about you, because they want success. They want victory in this connection, and that's causing a lot of anxiety. That's another uh, scenario. Okay. Um, let me go to, I'll go to my black deck. How do they feel about you? Oh, I just sent my cards flying. How does this person feel about Pisces? The Eight of Cups and Judgment. They feel like they need to walk away. They're looking at what's happened in the past and feel like whatever went down between the two of you. So this is how, what did I say? Did I say how they feel about you or how you feel? I don't remember what I said. It should be how you feel about, I asked how they feel about you. Okay, I did this in the Aquarian reading too. I'm doing it backwards. I don't know why. It's just happening that way. Um how they feel about you. Yeah. They either feel like they need to walk away because of kind of looking at what's gone down between the two of you up to this point and deciding it's not worth their time. Whatever has happened here. But it could also be, yeah, where they feel like you're walking away from them. Again, because of what's gone down between the two of you. How do you feel about them? Three of Wands and the Nine of Swords. You just you're a big ball of anxiety. You you feel like y- you you know that you need to take action, or you know that you want to take action. You've made your choice. You're waiting for it's like you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for things to fall into place. But it's not happening the way you hoped it would. The timing's off cuz they're in this temperance energy. And you're having trouble sleeping. You don't know if you're making the right choice or not. Should you go this way or that way? Like, you feel like something should come in, but it's like because it's not happening in instantly, you're caught up in like in all the stories that you're telling yourself about why it's not going to work out, and um worst case scenario, what if it's this thing or that thing, like you're just you're talking yourself in your mind into a hole, into this deep rut. You're having a hard time seeing clearly. And maybe and so that could be why this person feels the need to walk away from you, or why they see you walking away, because like you got to get a handle on yourself ultimately. The 8 and 9 of swords. So how you think about this person. Yeah, it's the anxiety is self-imposed. Somehow you've got to figure out how to get out of your head about this situation. So let me go to My tarot of mystical moments. What are your next actions towards this person? It's interesting because sometimes the readings are so straightforward. I feel like Aquarius was kind of like that. This one is, it's a little bit more nebulous, a little bit more in the gray area, not so black and white. So what are your next actions? Queen of Swords. 10 of Cups. You might want to check out the Aquarius reading. You might be on the cusp or have some Aquarius in your chart. Because these are cards that I pulled for Aquarius. This is about you setting boundaries. This is about you focusing on the future. Focusing on your wish fulfillment, your ultimate happiness, and yeah, emotional. Did I say wish? Emotional fulfillment. Which it is a wish. It's being very comfortable and settled and happy because of communicating very clearly your needs, your desires, setting some boundaries. You have your sights set, yeah, on your ultimate happiness. So so what are your person's next moves? 2 of Cups, 3 of Swords. Wow. This is so interesting. This is a similar thing to what happened with Aquarius, where I started, the first card I pulled for their person was seemed really positive, and then after that it was like, "What?" Like, let me clarify 3 of Swords. The Fool. This person wants a new beginning with you. They feel like you're their soulmate, like you have a strong connection together. But how you are acting or how you are being, how you're showing up is causing them heartbreak. Maybe because your anxiety is driving you to make poor choices, poor decisions. Maybe you're saying things you don't mean. Somehow this person feels hurt because they want a new beginning with you, or they want to work this out. Maybe this is why they got temperance and strength, is because they're trying to work with you and your stuff, whatever you're struggling with. You know what you want, but you don't trust that you're going to actually get it. And so maybe you're coming at them with this pretty harsh energy, and they're like, they feel a little bit hurt or slighted by this, because they're like, I've been here for you. I've been watching you. I think you're pretty amazing, but they're taking it really slow. So slow that you feel like there's no movement at all and you're walking away because you're so terrified that they're going to decide that they don't want to pursue something with you. So you're like, "Well, I'll just leave first." And that leaves this person hurt. It's like they feel like you two could be really good together, But now they're wondering if there's something about you that, you're going to bring them down. There's You're going to lure them in and then get them, hurt them. These are their next actions towards you. Maybe it's about let me get another one. Next actions towards Pisces. We got judgment again. You two you two have some things to work out. There are issues on both sides. Whether whether you feel this person deceived you or not, because we have that 5 of swords. It's like it it's like this kind of thing has happened before, let's say, and you're so worried. You're hyper concerned about the fact that they're going to be just like everybody else. That you're immediately defensive. You're you're sabotaging yourself. I think this person legitimate because we started with what did we start with? They have abundance and you have wholeness. This is a journey for you specifically where you need to find a way to come back to yourself. Somehow with all this anxiety, there's so much that it's like you're giving yourself away. You're giving away your power. You got to gather all that back up to yourself. This kind of energy, this kind of scenario does not happen from a place of sleepless nights and intense worry about what could happen. This comes from a completely different energy, from a place of feeling good about yourself, trusting the universe, trusting that things are happening the way they're supposed to, that you are going to be okay, that there is, some kind of ultimate happiness that's actually possible for you in your future. This person is they see that you have a strong connection, but they don't trust you because they feel hurt by you. Let me get one more on your side. Next actions. Queen of Pentacles. This is, I feel like you're coming back to yourself. It's a slow process. Typically, that's what happens when we work on ourselves. When, this wholeness, it's a, it takes time to reconcile all the different parts of yourself, all the fear, all the pain, all the stuff that creates this self-fulfilling prophecy. There's a need to unwind, to unravel, unknot yourself so that you can have what you actually want. There's a need to be resourceful, to focus on the abundance that's around you. These are your next actions. You're going to get this. You're going to understand that you need to be practical to to move towards what you want. You're setting healthy boundaries, you're speaking your truth. You're also you're getting into a much more nurturing energy. Anytime you have the 8 and 9 of swords, it's typically somebody who's so caught up in their anxiety, they have a hard time being nurturing because they're so caught up in fear. You can't be loving and nurturing when you're in a place of constriction and fear. So let's get a potential outcome here. I want my Mystic Mondays deck. What's happening with Pisces isn't seen, though, if the other person isn't coming forward. Yeah, hence the misunderstandings. Maybe. I don't know. This person feels hurt. Like, typically, if you feel slighted, if you feel like somebody has come at you, you're not going to go to them and I don't know, like, it's more common to get defensive, to feel like, well, I've been trying to put energy into this. You two already have some kind of past together because we've gotten judgment twice. Somehow there is a misunderstanding, but it's and I don't I guess I'm being devil's advocate here, but it just feels like because you felt like they potentially were deceptive to you. You guys just need to talk. Who knows? Who knows what's actually going on? You need to have a very honest conversation. And this feels like where the place you get to, or where you're at now, where you're just like, okay, we just need to lay this all out on the table. Because again, you know what you want. Hmm. Okay, so potential outcome. On your side, we have justice. Yes, we do. Libra energy and 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about you retreating, pulling back, holding on to your resources, um, focusing on yourself. Let me get one more potential outcome here. 5 of Wands. You should definitely check out the Aquarian reading. I just did. You're getting your justice by protecting what's important to you, protecting your resources. But there's still there's still some conflict. There's still some kind of competitiveness between you two, or some kind of argument, continuing argument that you two have together. What's the potential outcome for this person? The Emperor, Aries energy. Judgment again. Third time judgment has come out on their side. Get one more. Princess of Cups. Now your person could be a father or father figure, or in some position of power. Um, whatever's happened between you two, they are they're really examining it closely. They're really trying to understand what's happened. Maybe you feel like they're being very judgmental of you, but it's happening because of feeling so hurt. They feel, especially with you getting justice here, maybe to them that feels unjust somehow. To get judgment 3 times, it's like, um, they're really contemplating. Do they move forward? Kinda seems like it. They want a new beginning where they feel, where did she go? Emotionally fulfilled. You 2 have had a lot of things happening, and I think you 2 have just you've hurt each other, whether it was intentional or not, but you're in this protective energy while they are in this place of deciding to get control back of themselves, of their life, of moving forward in this new, having a new kind of beginning. It could also be where they're apologizing to you, where they're seeing and they're kind of seeing the error of their ways as well. But they want an emotional new beginning that feels where things have been resolved. Yeah. um it's hard to say what's happening here. It's kind of going over. Let me get a couple of angel cards. What do we got on Pisces side? We've got balance. Yeah, and justice comes from a place of balance. So maybe you're working on balancing out yourself. Again, you started with wholeness, you end in balance. So it's like, um when you I want to say, the word achieve comes to mind. Achieve wholeness, to an extent, more so than you have. You find you find yourself feeling more balanced. Maybe it helps to dispel some of the anxiety. Maybe all this anxiety you've been experiencing wasn't unfounded. Maybe you were tapping into this person's energy. We create dynamics with each other. It can be, who knows? We are such complex beings. On your person side, we have openness, which then makes me think that, your person your person has gone through this as well, right? They, um, are figuring themselves out. What does abundance mean to them? In order to get the abundance that they want, they need to open up. And maybe that's what's part of what caused you so much anxiety. Um, it could be that they're open to, trying again with you, because judgment can be about repeating the past, going back for a second try. We got it 3 times. And they're open to trying again once you come into this place of balance. Once you feel once you feel kind of more in your power, in a much more receptive place, rather than where you were going with the anxiety, where it was putting up a wall, a defense. or energetically. Anyway, um this is interesting. Take it as it resonates, as I often say. Um and I'm just going to leave it there. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.